Atención, Wilson Mayoma, Borbona.
That's it.
Masters of None, episode 24. 24. The last one was the Kobe show.
No,
No,
last
I'm
one,
lying. Last one was the Jordan show. This one's the Kobe show.
Kobe number 24.
Yeah.
24.
I told you last time. Well, I said it last time. Oh, should have put that we were live on Instagram.
I did.
Did you? Okay, good.
Yeah, I put that we're going live. Everybody knows, man.
Yeah. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
So, we told you last time we were switching up. We were doing something different. We ran with a new camera. Hopefully you enjoy this video quality.
man. With the new cam.
In addition to that, we also went with a new interface. So I hope we sound as good as we look. How does the
Hope we sound as good as we look.
Yeah, I didn't even mean to do that. So what's up, man?
I'm chilling, man. I'm just waiting for the live chat. Some folks jumping in soon. But yeah, man, I'm feeling good. I'm doing good, man. I feel good. I got a lot of other shit done today at the crib, man. I didn't go train. I was supposed to go train, and I did not.
I know you had like a laundry list of things to talk about today. I got a couple things I want to talk about too. You know what? This weekend
I definitely don't have a laundry list.
No,
absolutely not.
Okay, I'm sorry. I might have misrepresented your list. But listen, this weekend is such a big weekend in
entertainment.
In entertainment, right?
For
But
sure.
specifically, combat sports is having a big weekend.
Absolutely.
This weekend, boxing comes back from the dead, and people actually go watch it. People who don't. There's two kinds of people in this world. There's people who watch boxing, and there's people who don't. There's no in-betweeners.
True.
This weekend is when both those worlds collide.
They absolutely
right?
do, and I'm going to be right in the middle of that shit.
The people who don't watch it ever are going to watch it and talk about it as if they've been watching it forever and they're experts. And then the people who always watch it will tune in because they always watch it, right?
And the people that stopped watching it might be interested for at least a night.
Yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about the Jake Paul Ben Askren fight. Jake Paul's a YouTuber. Ben Askren's a world-class wrestler, but he's also a mixed martial artist.
Multiple-time world champion.
Olympian.
And watermelon crusher.
To fight Jake Paul, was he crusher? I don't know.
I mean, it's going to be interesting. I mean, Ben Askren put out that new footage of him hitting the pads and working, so he did look a lot better. But a lot of people look like champs on the pads.
Yeah, he definitely looked better, 100%. I thought he looked good, in my opinion.
I thought he looked good, right? Too, but everybody looks good until they get hit. What Tyson said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah, that's so true.
Then your plan changes.
Man. But
Ben Askren might fuck around and fall back into some dumb shit and shoot for a double, not thinking. As soon as he gets hurt, imagine he gets hurt and then he shoots, dives for a foot.
The truth is that now that I've seen this new footage, right? Because so Ben Askren's releasing this new training footage that he has, and Justin thinks he looks pretty good. I think he looks pretty good. I do think he's a little hunched over. I think he's a little. I don't know shit. All right, about a correct boxing stance, but I do think he's hunched over, and not in the Miguel Cotto hunch over. I think he's like leaning over almost. Like he's almost like he's a couple steps away from like alligator arms, you know?
Yeah.
But I think he looks good. And now that I watch his new training footage, I think he's just gonna Jake's gonna have to have the cardio. I think that's gonna be his biggest that's gonna be his downfall or his opposite of downfall, upfall, no fall. I think that's what it's going to be. Is cardio because Askren's going to fight the entire night.
He is going to.
He's going to fight all.
Night.
It's only 8 rounds, but he's going to fight all 8 rounds.
But I felt like I was going to sneeze and it went away. So I do know that boxing is much different cardio than grappling.
Yes,
it's very different. I don't know the extent of the experience that Ben Askren has throwing punches for 8 rounds.
Yeah, but he's got the cardio to move.
He's got the cardio to move. He's got the cardio to bounce, and he looked good hitting the pads.
I'm not
with
super
his
worried
footwork.
about Ben's cardio.
I'm not worried about Ben's cardio either, but I think I know his cardio chances are will be possibly better than Jake's in his fight. That's very possible. It's probably likely. But I don't think that he possibly doesn't deserve as much credit as he's getting for the cardio because we don't know his boxing cardio. It is different. It's very different. Throwing punches every fight versus grappling for every round. Punches every round versus grappling for every round. Or it's pretty hard to rest in boxing.
Yeah.
Pretty hard to get time and get a break because every time you want to hug and grapple and clinch, you get broken up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm interested about.
I definitely think that there's going to be a lot of that hugging, right?
Yeah.
I think that we've seen it a lot in the Nate Jake fight.
Yeah.
I don't foresee this one being much different. I think that it's in both their best interests to kind of, be on each other a little more. The professional, real boxers do it. I don't think that they're going to be exempt from that. I don't think they're going to want to trade with each other. Especially, and I don't even want to say especially not Ben to take punches from Jake because he's been hit by real strikers and wasn't, put out. Took a flying knee. I said this before, I'll say it again, but the only time he's ever been out was took a flying knee from Jorge Masvidal from like a 4-foot horizontal leap.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
He's only been knocked out by a knee, but
so we know he could take a punch. I don't even want to drag it down that like who's gonna win, who's better, like what, because we've been down this road before, but I definitely think after watching this tape that I'm more confident in Ben's abilities. Yeah? Am I boring you?
No, you're not boring me. I apologize. You know what that was? That was a goddamn Chipotle.
No. Yeah. Oh my God. So before we got here,
I ate a burrito the size of my fucking head.
Yeah. First we stopped at Chick-fil-A and they didn't let us order anything after waiting in line.
Yeah. They said apparently there's no in-store ordering.
Yeah. Then everybody who was in there worked for like DoorDash or something like that, so we couldn't get food.
I felt like the whole staff was on lunch break. Didn't you feel that way? They were all carrying food and going and sitting down.
You know what? I didn't say
that?
this to you before, but when I was leaving, I was like, why are there so many people eating over there with like uniforms on? Is everybody like just got out of work and they get a free meal? I don't know.
It was weird.
The Christians own that place, right?
Yeah, they do, man. They absolutely do. The Mormons or whatever.
Yeah. I don't
know if that's the same thing.
No, I don't think so. I don't know if that's a different denomination of Christianity.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what?
I don't know who's in whose bracket.
Yeah.
I don't.
Those guys are allowed to have multiple wives, though, right?
Who?
Mormons? That's a question. I don't know.
I don't know. I think that's the Utah thing.
You sound a little low. Thank you, man. We can't really hear you, fam. Oh, well, I'll crank it up. I sounded loud as hell before. I don't know. It's funny because we tested the audio at the beginning and we said, I thought we sounded good, but if everybody's saying we sound bad.
Yeah, if everybody's saying we sound a little low.
Yeah.
Got some new gear in here, of course. We take test drives while we're live. There you go.
Thank you. Yeah. Damn, I hope I wasn't like low so you couldn't hear me. Because I threw some fucking... Turn a little down. Because I threw some fucking zingers out. Yeah, thank you, guys.
Appreciate it, yo.
So, we calling somebody today? Interestingly enough, one of the new features of this, one of the new features of our new interface is now we have multiple inputs, so we can actually have a guest on. I don't know where they're gonna sit, but in the future we do plan on having guests, and now it's actually a possibility.
Yeah, bro. We'll work it out, man. We'll work it out. We'll change the space. We'll do what we got to do.
Well, we'll sit somebody somewhere. Somebody small can sit here, right?
Nah, bro. We'll just move forward.
Yeah. And
you can go skiing. Whoever comes in here.
In addition to having multiple microphone inputs now, we also can call people from here.
Yo, we could take a phone call, bro.
We can now take phone calls. I'm small enough. Yo, Ray, you already know you're on our list, my guy. Ray's I didn't want to say anything about Ray if you're small or anything like that. No homo, but my guy, if there's anybody that's made to fit, in a tight spot, it's my guy.
Man, we'll just move it up. Anybody get in there.
Facts. Damn, what were we talking about before we got fucking told about our low fucking tone? And thank you guys for telling us we sounded low.
Yo, you guys are fucking legit for letting us know.
Yeah, I totally fucking forgot what we were talking about. It was a good conversation. I was in a mid-rift.
I don't fucking
I was
remember.
really giving it my all. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back on track tonight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back into the swing of things.
Oh, my guys.
Oh, we were talking about Jake Paul. We were talking about the Jake Paul Ben Askren fight. What crazy thing, another in like recent Jake Paul news. I feel like I fucking talk about the Paul brothers too much. But he got accused of grabbing some chick's fucking snatch. No, I'm lying. That was another video I watched.
Jesus Christ. Who are you talking? Don't get a suit.
No, that was Adrian Bronner that got accused of grabbing that chick snatch in the mall. I watched a video of him getting arrested. They released the body cam footage.
Oh, okay.
I watched him for like an hour twisted in the mall, fucking the back room in the mall, arguing with the security. No, but Jake Paul got he got called out for like forcing fellatio on this girl.
Ew.
And he says it's because of this fight, but this girl essentially said that, she went up to his room to hang out with him. They were making out and shit.
Ew, that's
and
fucking
then
terrible.
she said that he was like, that she told him like, nah, we're not going to have sex. And he says to her like, then why the fuck are we up here? Like, why are we doing this?
That's what he
allegedly
said?
And
I mean, where were they? Where did this conversation
it was in their bedroom. And she was like, I've been to plenty of dudes' rooms, and like, once I say no, it means no, which is true.
What you think? I got some model airplanes in here hanging around that I want to show you.
I'm not gonna victim blame, but why the fuck are you up there?
Yo, I mean, being famous is a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing.
No. If you do that to anybody, listen, you shouldn't force yourself on somebody, right?
No, I mean just being famous and just being in any type of situation ever, it becomes global news.
Because you're worth more. You ain't going to get much from me. Nobody going to Me Too me. First of all, because I'm a gentleman. That's that goes to the top of the fucking list. First and foremost, it's because I'm a gentleman. Second of all, only thing you're going to get from me are these pops.
Yo, Claudio just said he gonna show her his collection.
Get the fuck out. Listen,
straight up.
Dudes, people
straight up, bro, the pops, bro.
I'm married, so I'm not interested in chasing pussy. But one thing for sure is I'd be a fucking hit if I was on the streets.
Yo, what do you say? One thing's for sure, two things for certain.
One thing for sure, two things for certain. I'd be a fucking hit if I was on the streets. 100%. With these new apps, I'm too good on the internet. I've always been good via text.
You think you could body somebody's Tinder profile? You think you could really, your shit would be so crazy?
I think that if somebody is having difficulties finding a lady and they need me to talk online for them, I will and have done that before for people. Recently, not even like years ago. Somebody in the past has hit me up like, yo, I don't know what to say. And nothing wrong with that, And I think I could offer that service, like Hitch, but different kind of Hitch, I just the motherfucker behind the phone.
Like a social media Hitch?
Yeah. My banter. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
You fell in love with me, right? You like the way I talk.
Shut the fuck up.
I like the way you talk too. It's equal.
Yo, come on. You see? It's equal, bro.
It's equal. I'm not better or I'm not, it's not me versus you. I enjoy your banter as well.
Bro, Twiz said, I'd be lit if I was a day walker. Is that what they call that? Is that out in the wild? They call you a day walker?
Is day walker the new slang for being single?
Yo, I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Damn. That's crazy. That's super fucking funny. If it isn't, I'm gonna start using it. He said I'd be lit if I was a daywalker. You know, I feel like every guy in a relationship feels that way though. Is that
Yo.
not the way like men in relationships feel? That if they not that they aspire to not be in a relationship, this isn't about anything to do with their significant other.
Yeah.
This is just to do with how successful they would be if they were single again in like the hunt of being single.
You kind of always got to feel like you got it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very apparent when someone feels like they don't.
yeah.
You don't want to.
Yeah,
you don't
that's
want
true.
your woman coming home every day and making it, and you just are giving off this aura like nobody wants you and shit. Like,
And that's what
thank
it
God,
is.
thank God, I got someone at home. Nobody's into me.
That's true.
Who
And
fucking wants that shit?
yeah, you're right. You're right. I think that being in a relationship makes you got to stay jiggy.
Yo,
and
you
if you're not
gotta.
jiggy, then somebody's not happy.
Yeah, for real, you got
Yeah.
it. Not too jiggy now.
Nah, you can't be out here.
Listen, you know when you see them chicks that's just so done up, you like,
Mhm.
what else is going on? Your
What do you
man
do?
ain't done up enough to keep up with your done up.
You talking about when there's the off balance?
When there's a done up discrepancy,
Yeah. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
I love that. The done up discrepancy.
there's a discrepancy.
Yeah,
there.
unless that's your look, because I enjoy looking homeless. You know, I feel like my favorite.
You like rocking that Adam Sandler?
I feel like my favorite Vans aren't black anymore. They're like they're like a really off, like a dark gray. You know, but I feel like they look like that's the look I'm going for. That dirty but clean look.
Like the Ali 3 gaps in these.
You know,
Type of like you jump 3 stairwells and 3 kick flips in.
yes,
That's how you like
exactly.
them to look?
I want to look. I need to wear my jeans 4 or 5 days in a row in the crib before I wear them out to an event. I want the jeans to look and smell a little, you know, to not look and smell, to look a little, you know, maybe I got some ketchup that I scraped off.
A little like a little more worn in. You want a little spaghetti sauce on there. You want a little-
Yeah, I don't want it to
you
look
want a little dog hair on there.
Yeah. It could be because I wore a suit for so many years, but I
Could be.
like that casual, doesn't look like he gives a fuck. But if you read the brand on the shirt, it's
He does
kind
give
of
a
like
fuck.
he does give a fuck. The low key look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're like, damn, that shirt wrinkled as fuck. Does she say Supreme?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be Supreme, but shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I got
Like
you.
that's the look. You know?
I got you.
I don't know if it's a homeless thing. Ray knows what I'm talking about.
Like homeless couture.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, I
That
got
garbage
you.
couture.
Yeah.
You seen that? Remember that? The fashion show that was like
Yeah,
garbage? Not the one from Zoolander, which was a great movie. Yo, how excellent do Justin's tattoos look tonight?
Yo, bro, talk to him.
How
Don't play.
crispy does Justin's tats look tonight?
I got to keep it a stack. I shaved it today.
Shaved your arm?
Yeah, I shaved my tattoo.
Shaving 100%. I'm like a dolphin, so I don't suffer from this, but tattoos look better on
Yeah.
like when there's less hair. It looks fire.
I wanted to see I shaved it, and then I put this tattoo bomb on it. But yeah, man.
Hit that shit with the Bic. Came out fresh.
Yeah, bro. I
like how you faded it well because there's no hard stop. I can't
you
tell
see-
what. Yeah, did
you
you
see that?
Did you fade
You
that
see
shit?
that? Yeah, bro.
Yo, his shit
What do
is,
you think, bro?
ladies and gentlemen, he's got the illest taper
What'd you
on
think,
his
bro?
elbow. He's got the freshest fade
no skin.
on his arm. I don't even see. I can't see it. It's seamless.
You know what I mean? That's how
There's
I got down,
no
bro.
hard stop from that arm hair to no hair. Wow.
Can I
Very
say, man?
impressive.
Skills, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had to do. I switched clips, you know, little 3, little 1.
I could
You know what
tell.
I mean? No.
You know what you're doing. You got my man got the dark Caesar.
The wispy Caesar.
That's so fucking funny.
That shit's hilarious.
Justin's bicep is fucking fresh. 100%.
Yo, shit's crispy, yo.
Before I missed it in the chat, Twiz wrote the in the uniform, John. I'm in the uniform, Don. I think that's what he meant. But either way, even if that isn't what he meant, I want to talk about wearing uniforms. I used to feel like I didn't want to wear a uniform, right? Like it's like the man's outfit.
Yeah.
Like this is like somebody's my master when I'm wearing this fucking thing,
Yeah.
right? I would like to wear a uniform again. If I had to. Right now, I wear sweatpants to work, but if I ever have to go back into the world of working around other humans, give me a uniform. Yeah. I don't want to have to dress myself every day.
See, I don't wear what's called a uniform.
What are you wearing?
Where I work, everybody wears something different, but it's the same kind of attire.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Whatever colors you want. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to show up in the same shirt and pants as everybody else.
No, we don't all dress the same. That's why it's not quite a uniform. We're not all.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can you wear whatever you want? Is there a guideline?
There's guidelines.
There's guidelines.
But it's not a uniform.
Yeah, Justin's the new James Bond with his job. You real secretive, right? Are you in the fucking mafia?
Bro, it's,
I want to
classified.
I want to hit the fucking creepy sound
it's classified.
Yeah, so he's a Puerto Rican James Bond. That's mad fucking funny.
James.
Yeah. You're James Bong. James Bong. That's so fucking funny.
You already know, bro.
No. I wanted to. I feel like this isn't getting any play. I'm not even gonna talk about this sad ass news. I was gonna bring something up, but I'm not gonna talk about it. I'll let you hit your list. What do you got for us? What's something you wanted to get out?
I don't really have no crazy list, Poppy.
No, you had. I seen you had a list. You got a bunch of things written down there. I got some things written down here.
What's up with this Marc Anthony concert this weekend?
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend, Boricuas unite. Or you know what? Salsa fans unite.
Yeah.
Music fans unite.
Yeah, bro.
Marc Anthony's throwing a concert in Miami with Daddy Yankee. Who's headlining it?
It's Marc Anthony, bro.
Right? Yeah, Marc Anthony. How dare me?
What the fuck?
Somebody fucking boo me for ever thinking that somebody. Shame on me. No, so Marc Anthony's having a concert, and they're also selling streaming tickets, so you could like stream the concert like you're there. I'm really curious to find out how well their servers handle this, because I don't know. I wonder what they're prepared for, and then what's gonna happen. Like, because people buy when they
but it's limited. It's not global.
It's limited?
Yeah, it's like North America.
It has to be.
Yeah,
because their servers would take a shit. That's why I'm wondering. I'm wondering the quality it's going to be. For a concert, you need it to be like, it needs to be immersive.
Yeah.
So you need it to be seamless. I'm on my way with the Domino's, not the pizza. We playing. You still disrespecting the table. We do.
Who's that, Claudio?
Yeah. I'm good. We're going to put some Domino's out. We have to. You know what? I hate to say this, but I'm going to keep it real because you guys.
Don't tell me you don't got none.
Que son mi gente. But I don't own any Domino's.
I got Domino's at the crib, bro.
But we do need to spread some Domino's out here for some garnish. Going back to it, Marc Anthony's having a concert this weekend. You can stream it. There's a couple different times that you can stream it. Check it out. I think it's like $30 to stream. I know my family's really excited about it. I know I'm ashamed of myself because I don't have Domino's.
He said I got 3 packs. That's why Claudio end up with extra Domino's when you play his ass.
Yeah. No, I should have Domino's and I don't. And we have this domino table, which is crazy. And I had this before the podcast.
Yo, this is the best domino table I've ever seen.
This domino table, we might have talked about it on the first episode, but
talk about it again.
My dad got this domino table made, like, I think it was in the Dominican Republic. I'm pretty sure it was in the Dominican Republic. He got this made. I'm super glad that because this is written in English, that nothing was misspelled.
Word.
And when you go to another country where English isn't the primary language and they build some shit for you and write something in English, like there's always a possibility. Even when you do it in America, there's a possibility somebody would misspell something. So, and when we started doing this podcast, I thought, like, what a better fucking table to have. I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican. Justin's Puerto Rican. We set it this way. It faces that way. It's like perfect. It looks like, it's, I don't know. I think it's a super good,
and it's a good, useful domino table.
Yeah.
You got the ledge right here so you don't lose any. when you're shuffling and shit like
when
that.
we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna drill a hole in this and we could put a microphone arm in there.
Oh,
Yeah,
son.
this is
It
gonna
would
be
fit right here.
It fit perfect. Yeah, this is gonna be a microphone arm. The second we're profitable, so we're able to monetize. You can monetize on Facebook on YouTube at 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
So the second that happens, I'm drilling a hole in here. I'm getting that Rode insert. I know which arms I'm gonna get. I've got them on my Amazon wish list. We're getting the Rode. I forgot what they're called. Something ones. And they come with the insert. You drill it out, you put it in there, boom, boom, bam.
It's gonna rock, bro.
What's he say? Came wrapped in plastic. Wait, thank Justin. At least you Spanish. You have dominoes at your house?
Yeah, I got dominoes in my house, bro.
Damn, bro. Yo, but I got something that's way more ethnic than having dominoes at the house. You ever heard of the card game? I think it's called Brinca or Brisca. Look it up. It's a Puerto Rican card game, and they use like tarot cards. I got
what kind of Walter Mercado shit you got going on?
I got them shits. I used to play when I was a kid. We used to play like on road trips and shit like that. My mom had like this old deck. I didn't even think you could get them anymore.
What? Used to play that shit in a robe with pearls on?
I'm not a gypsy.
Walter Mercado.
I used to take people's money with that shit. No, but they're like tarot cards and you play with them. I'm pretty sure they're called Brisca.
Brisca.
I think so. Y'all got it?
I don't know that game.
It's a super old school like Puerto Rican game. My mom used to play it back in the day because my mom's Dominican, but she moved to Puerto Rico at a younger age, so she knows a lot of that Puerto Rican culture.
I got to go back to PR. I got a friend that was in PR.
Like, everybody's moving there now.
There's a lot of people moving. I just hope they don't ruin it.
Yeah.
Go there doing stupid shit and there's not stupid shit happening already.
Yeah, but we don't want to increase the volume of stupid shit.
Yeah, man. You don't want. It's a small island, man. Don't need a lot of fucking people from New York moving there and littering and destroying and shit. You know what I mean? Just being all New York about it. Yeah. Just throwing shit out the window and shit like that. I hate that.
Dude, I was talking to my friend the other day about
fucking burns my motherfucking. Woo! I hate that shit.
Littering. I was just talking the other day to somebody about how much I used to litter. And like I don't litter anymore. When I was younger, dude, I used to throw everything out that car window.
That's terrible. Like full like Wendy's bags?
No, not like full Wendy's bag, but definitely like cups.
Yeah.
Dutch guts.
I saw somebody do that shit the other day, throw an entire like McDonald's or like Wendy's bag out the window. Like the whole thing, like poof, like a whole family worth of litter and just dropped it in the road. Yo, I swear to God, I wanted to like call the police.
Do you throw like banana peels out?
I was like shaking my fists like an old man. I was like, you whippersnappers throwing garbage out. I was like, fucking terrible people.
Do you throw out biodegradable garbage? Like if you're on the highway and there's like a clear pasture.
What? Like O'Doyle rules, like banana peel?
Like a banana peel, yeah.
Yeah, I would do that.
Like an orange, like the rind of an orange.
That shit'll be gone in weeks.
Okay. Yeah, I agree too. I do it as well.
It's not like styrofoam, aluminum. Like I see people throw crazy shit out there. I'm like, you understand this will never go away. Like ever. Like the earth will be gone before this shit goes away.
Says bad in Old San Juan. So I'm reading the chat. Twiz says, it's bad in Old San Juan. They said it looks like the yams out there. Food stamps, child support, and stimmies. Yo.
Yikes.
Whew, that's nuts. One of my friends is going to Puerto Rico at the end of this month. He's going to be staying somewhere in San Juan. It's supposed to be like lit over there right now. I read a bunch of articles about the Puerto Rican government upset, which Puerto Rican, like their local government, obviously, like they're a Commonwealth of the United States, but upset because people are going there and not following like COVID guidelines. Oh, I never hit the fucking record button.
Hijo de puta, ¿por qué no?
I don't know. I'm dumb. That's why.
That's all good.
Yeah, but about like they're upset about people going there when it was like spring break. People were going there just wilding out, not following COVID guidelines. Because it's not like Miami. If you go to Florida or Texas, it's the fucking Wild West.
It's wide open down
there. Yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want. The UFC's having an event with a fucking full fucking venue.
He's sold out
venue. Marc Anthony's having a fucking concert. Miami is probably. If I needed to get an STD really fast.
An STD?
Yeah. I could hit Miami 16 hours. I could be infected.
Yo, yeah, you can make it way quicker than that.
Yeah. I got to get out of the airport, get
16
comfortable.
hours. You at the tail end of that race.
Well, if I get there in the morning, I got to wait till the nighttime, you know?
No, you don't.
You're right. No, but listen, but the thing is like Miami is fucking it's hot right now. There's a lot of people there right now. A lot of people going there. A lot of people going to Texas.
Yeah, everybody's going there, man.
And you got to think people have been repressed in their house for mad long, and they found out something's dope, especially somewhere you could get for $74.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And you're up in the air for 2.5 hours.
Exactly.
A couple hours from a lot of different places.
Yeah,
right?
dude. I get emails all the time from like JetBlue. It's like, fly to Miami tomorrow for $66. And I'm just like, what?
That reminds me, yo. I got $1,000 in JetBlue air
And like,
comps.
did you lose a trip because of the
No.
Do you care to elaborate on how you got these points?
I got awarded it.
Oh yeah.
Well, not me.
You got awarded points from JetBlue. Do you know what you could get for that? You know where you could go?
Anywhere they fly for $500 per passenger, 2 passengers. Round trip, $500.
Anywhere they
Anywhere
fly.
they fly.
Damn, that's sick.
Yeah, legit.
You could go to Cali for $500.
Yeah, man. If I can get it to be $500, either way, it's a credit for $500 per person.
Oh, it's a credit for $500. So you could, if the ticket's
it's
$700,
a free flight anywhere they go. Yeah, up to
$500.
Yeah, so I'm sure that if it's $700, I could probably throw the $200 in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so
I'm excited to travel again.
Yeah, and I do fly JetBlue.
I like JetBlue.
JetBlue, I really don't mind, man.
I don't mind them.
Never had any problems with JetBlue.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, last time we had some crazy ass turbulence, but that's not the fault of the airline.
No, not at all. I will say one thing.
What?
And this is going to sound bougie. Guys, I don't have any fucking money.
What?
But I would like to fly first class.
Yeah.
Like
we want to do that a few times.
Yeah, exactly.
To a couple of places, because there's places we want to go that are super far. Exactly. If I got a 13-hour flight, I'm not trying to be sitting next to Joe Schmo and the, baby throwing up and crying right over here, and then the guy behind me that's snoring with his shoes off. Like, I'm not. No. Yeah,
Delta's good too. Twister said JetBlue and Delta. JetBlue, Delta is good too. The thing about it is exactly what you just said, and I'm trying not to talk over you. We were testing the audio today, and I had headphones, and we were like talking over each other, and I was like, "Fuck, that sounds terrible on the fucking headphones." Hopefully next week we have some headphones, so I stopped doing it. You don't do it that much, but I do it to you all the time.
You do? I don't even realize.
I think I do, but
JetBlue?
First class. That's the thing. Like when you go on these super far flights, I think that the couple $100 or I don't know how much it is extra for first class because I never even inquired.
It's a lot.
It's a lot more?
Bro, like so much more.
It's like double?
Bro, my girl has a friend. Double.
What? It's more than double?
Bro, my girl has a friend, one of her very good friends. She flew on a vacation. They were celebrating like their anniversary, her and her husband. And they flew and they agreed to spend this money. Bro, it was something astronomical. It was like $5,000 a passenger.
What?
It was some crazy, ridiculous shit, given it was a really far flight. But it was something absurd. I think they went to like Thailand or some shit.
I've only flown first class once in my life.
Yo, it was crazy. Let me see if I'm lying about that.
I wonder if flying first class is like double. Sometimes you get there and they hook you up. You get there and they're like, hey, we have a first class seat available for, an additional $200.
That does not happen.
Nah, that happens, bro.
I've never seen that shit.
If they have first class seat, you got to ask too.
I've seen them like, oh, you guys want to like ride down below deck with the dogs?
No, you got to.
Sure.
You can also ask when you go there, but sometimes they ask you. Maybe because I'm an ambassador. You know what I'm saying? I got that ambassador's card, so maybe that's why they ask me.
Oh, you get to sit in a little lounge?
Oh, I get the lounge, baby.
Oh, you get the extra martini? And
I get the lounge in the airport with the free. It's unlimited food, unlimited. Yeah.
What? Who wants to eat unlimited food and then get on a plane, though?
What?
I'll throw up everywhere.
Not me, bro. I go, first of all, when I hit the airport, I'm semi-comatose. All right?
Comatose, what you got on board, son?
You know what I'm saying? I'm
just
not
no sleep.
I'm just going there and I'm ready to get on that plane. I just need to make it to the seat. And then when I get to the seat, I want to pass out.
Yeah, I hear you.
I hit the lounge and I do whatever I got to do so that when I sit in that plane, I fall asleep as fast as possible.
See, man, then when somebody jumps up acting rowdy, trying to do something crazy in the plane, and I try
They
to
got a
wake up,
marshal in there.
but then I try to wake up a motherfucker like this, like, yo, on a count of 3, let's rush this guy. This guy is sleeping while the fucking plane's getting taken over. And I'm trying to rally up the fucking passengers to stop this crazy asshole.
I'll have you
trying to get in the cockpit. You know what I'm
if
saying?
something crazy's happening on a plane, it's happening towards the tail end statistically of the flight. And when it does happen, I will be well rested.
See,
and
but
I
that's
will.
what are you exactly referring to? A disagreement between 2 passengers sitting too close to the bathroom?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't
I'm
want to
talking
say.
about-
Yeah, I know what you're talking.
I'm talking about the T word.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The T word. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Wake your ass up.
The T word that may be holding the B word. You know?
You know what I'm saying?
Kabam.
That's it.
Yeah, no, but
I'm just saying.
especially a long flight.
That's where my brain goes.
I
What can I say?
want to get there and I want to fucking fall asleep on the fucking plane. I don't want to be. And then when I get to wherever I'm going, I'm well rested too. I'm ready to hit the streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting into my hotel exhausted, jet lagged, which I don't really believe in.
That's a real thing.
I don't think it affects me.
It does. It has to do with the time zone.
No,
bro.
you know what my theory is?
What's your theory?
If you get motion sickness, you don't get jet lag. It's like you can't have both of those things.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I have this theory. 100%. Just like I don't wear chapstick. Just like I don't wear chapstick. You know what? Some of these things I just believe in, you know?
Yo, I mean, that's
Because
all-
I don't get jet lag.
No,
I don't get jet lag.
but you get motion sick.
But I get motion sickness.
Do you get motion? When do you get motion sick? In a car?
boat.
A boat.
I can't read
That's
on a
seasick.
car.
That's different.
No. It's all motion sickness.
No, but it's a different variety of motion sick, right?
But it's the body doing the same exact thing.
What, when your ears and your eyes
What it is.
can't agree?
And I'm going to say something. And I shouldn't be the one explaining this, but I'm going to explain this.
Go ahead, explain
What
it.
motion sickness is, and you correct me.
Go
Don't
for
make
it.
me look stupid.
I would never.
Motion sickness is an imbalance in your homeostasis, and your body essentially like thinks it's poisoned, and it tries
Yes.
to like excrete everything. That's why you always throw up when you're motion sickness. When you're motion sick.
That's accurate as far as I know.
So
It's because your equilibrium and your
yes,
eyes
your equilibrium,
aren't in
and
sync.
everything's off. That's
So
why
you're-
you should look at the fucking horizon. I keep talking over you. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
That's why you should always find like a steady point and then stare at that. I don't get it on airplanes. I get it in cars if I read, and I get it on fucking on a boat no matter what. I need to fucking wrist guard and shit. If I get on a boat,
I'll tell you right now, everybody gets motion sick reading. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
he said, Justin, run. He's gonna do some Santeria on you. I think he's talking about my tarot cards.
Yo, word.
You don't get motion sickness?
I don't consider reading and getting like nauseous as motion sick. Everybody gets like that. That's not motion sick to me. To me, I consider motion sick like if you're just sitting in the car and you get sick.
Yeah, well, in the car, I only get motion sickness if I do something like reading. In a boat, no matter what, I hit that fucking boat. And the second you can't see land,
You
I'm
get sick.
throwing up.
Okay.
And I've tried a lot of stuff. The only thing that really works, the last time I got on a boat, and I try to stay off of fucking boats because it's a terrible feeling. It's
Yeah,
a-
being motion sick sucks. I got motion sick when me and my girl went to Costa Rica.
Really?
Oh yeah, we went on this and I've been on a ton of boats, pontoons, a bunch of my friends have boats. And we were on this fucking boat, and yo, I got so sick, bro. I was throwing up over the fucking boat the whole time, yo.
Mhm.
I was like laid up with the goddamn boat captain.
And
he
you're
was like in there, and he was like, "Hey, let me like lay on like his fucking like little lounge chair he had in there." I was like, what
you're
the
in
fuck?
Latin America. When you're in Latin America and you get seasick, they just think you're a pussy.
Nah, the dude gave me fucking. He pulled medicine out. He's
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah,
He
this
helped
shit
you out?
happens to me sometimes too, randomly. He's like, and I've been doing this for years. So I was
Claudio-
like, yeah, right, bro. I was like, here's your tip, dog.
Yo, Claudio, you're mad. You're behind on the video of that. So that's why we're not reacting to the chat, because you're talking about first class flights. We talked about that like 4 minutes ago. But yeah, I also got altitude sickness in Peru. I went to what the fuck is the town called? I went to Peru.
Altitude sickness, motion sickness. Damn, can't take your ass nowhere, huh?
Yeah, I'll tell you what I don't get.
What?
Fucking jet lag, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Because you can't get both of those.
Think you?
I don't get no. I listen. It is what it is. First of all, nobody's as tall as me over there. All right.
Yeah, for real.
So the air's a lot thinner where I'm at. Machu Picchu's the where I went, but the town that you fly into is called I forgot what it's called. It's cheat. I forgot what it's called. Doesn't matter what it's called, but you fly into another town and then you end up driving up to Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu's are the ruins in Peru. But I got altitude sickness when I got there. Dude, I felt like I was gonna fucking die.
Get out of here, yeah.
It's like
it's like
it
low
feels like you're
oxygen.
breathing through a straw.
Yeah.
And my wife and family left me in the hotel. They were like, "All right, we're gonna go shopping and stuff, and we'll just meet you later. I hope you feel better." I was on oxygen. I was on oxygen, and I was drinking the tea with coke leaves.
To try to open you up. Wow.
The coke leaf thing, I think, is because it's a stimulant. I think what would a stimulant do for me if I had difficulty breathing?
They probably wanted to use it as like some kind of like, I guess, I don't know, a bronchodilator or something.
So yeah, they give you tea. They give you the cocoa tea, which is the tea with the cocaine plant leaves in it, and then they also give you oxygen, so you could to help you to maintain your. But it feels like, honestly, I'm laying in bed,
like a vasoconstrictor.
and it felt like I was trying to breathe through a straw. Breathing through a straw for a couple seconds is cute. Breathe through a fucking straw for 6 hours.
Jesus Christ, bro.
But I woke up, climbed that mountain the next day like a fucking champion.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
That's some gangster shit.
Yeah. I'm not ruining vacation. First of all, I didn't tell nobody to stay with me. Everybody left me. I didn't make anybody feel. In hindsight, I was like, you guys left me here?
Yeah,
I could have fucking died.
That's kind of fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You by yourself with nobody to call.
But yeah, but I got out the next day and you know, I rode that llama to the fucking top of the mountain. Yes, I took a llama. No, I didn't fucking take a llama, Claudio.
Yo, you didn't?
No.
Would you take an alpaca?
There's llamas there. Dude, so when we got to Peru, my chick is from Peru. She's Peruvian. And her uncle is like a cop in that town where you land in to go to Machu Picchu.
Okay.
So he picked us up and he was like our tour guy, and he took us to like indigenous villages.
Like shit that the tour people take you on.
Bro, they weren't even speaking Spanish.
Oh my God.
They were speaking Quechua.
What?
Yeah, they're sitting over there. I don't want to disrespect nobody, talking some fucking different language. And we're in Peru. But this is like, they're like OGs. They wearing like, you know, they made their own clothes.
Holy
they're
shit.
Like they're wearing those bright fucking colors. They got the dude in the background playing a fucking flute and shit. That Peruvian flute music.
Here, bro.
Yeah, bro. And we went during a festival. So like the streets were shut down and they were like playing music and selling food and stuff like that.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Anybody who doesn't travel, like you have to travel. We had guinea pig. People that might upset people. We were eating guinea pig.
We're the only country that use those as pets. Everybody else puts them on skewers.
And guess
we're
what?
the only ones that don't.
They're fucking good.
Yeah,
they're good.
We're the only ones that do that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody else has that shit on a skewer.
It's a little slimy, like a duck. You know, duck meat.
Duck is good though.
But duck meat's a little slimy. It's like that skin will kind of slide off the fucking meat.
It's like dark meat.
Yes.
It's like chicken thighs.
That's what guinea pig tastes like.
That's delicious. I love chicken thigh. I like the dark meat better. That's me.
You know me, I'm a white meat guy, but the
don't like that chicken breast that makes your molars stick together.
You
know that dry ass got in that fucking pechuga seco, man.
Yeah, you're not the only one, but I'm not I don't know. I just don't like the dark meat. I like the texture of the breast meat on a chicken, you know?
Yeah. It's just hard not to dry it out.
Yeah, 100%. You got to put the temperature fucking gauge in that thing.
Yeah, it's you got to have that shit.
Are birds the only ones that have dark meat and light meat? Cuz like pigs don't, pork doesn't have that, right? Pork don't have dark meat, light meat, and neither does beef.
Pork kind of does.
Does pork have the dark meat in the...
You know what? I don't really know.
Oh.
Kind of riddle me this Batman kind of question.
No. I don't know. And I wanted to ask you in case you knew.
I don't know either. Sir? Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, pork and chicken are like pretty similar in a lot of ways.
Really?
Yeah, just on how, well...
You're going to have to really explain this.
I was meaning like preparation wise and like cooking wise and shit. Pork, like you have to cook it thoroughly.
You have to cook it thoroughly, yeah.
And there's a time where it's perfect, very thin line between perfect and overdone.
Yeah.
If you got pork and you got chicken.
I
And that's
concur.
why, because chicken is good. Chicken, if it's under, no.
You never want to.
Pork, if
That's
it's
how you get
under,
salmonella.
word. Pork, if it's under, no. No.
Yeah, you don't want to fucking. I
You
never.
get all kinds of shit. You get trichomonas. You get fucking E. coli.
Yeah, dude. That's why I was at a restaurant the other day. A brunch.
Trichinosis.
I don't know.
Trichomonas, I think, is a.
No one's gonna fact check you on that one.
Nah, I think it's.
I know trigonometry, and I also know tuberculosis. I don't know that one. But Joe, don't worry, man.
That's why we
you
don't.
sounded so smooth when you said it. I believe you.
Yeah, I think it's.
And I'm gonna say it to other people.
I think it's trichinosis.
Trichinosis.
Yeah.
Fucking salmonella.
Yes.
Chickens and pigs. I don't remember what my point was going to be. I had a really good one though. I had a very good point.
A lot of people get salmonella from vegetables too.
What?
From like vegetables that aren't washed properly and stuff.
Nah,
like
fuck that. They're not washing their hands properly, and then they're
Both.
touching that fucking.
A lot of people aren't
You know what
washing
they
their
call
hands.
that? Cross contamination.
Yeah, exactly.
How dare you?
That's goddamn right. And that cross contamination starts early in the process.
Mm-hmm.
That was a dude that was fucking scratching his asshole, and then he picked it and put it on the fucking. He was picking these vegetables and put them on the fucking truck, and then somebody else scratched their ass, and then he got 2 generations of ass scratching that's touching that vegetable.
That's a lot of ass scratch dust.
You know what I mean? Then it gets to the supermarket and he's scratching his ass.
It is interesting when you think about the amount of people that have to touch your shit before you get it.
Yeah, and then people think it's like too much to wash your vegetables and wash your fruit.
Wash your fruit. People let their kids put shit in their mouth without cleaning. They just buy kids toys.
I can't lie. I used to eat grapes in the grocery store.
I would still eat a grape. I'm healthy. You know what? It's going to take a lot more than 2 generations of ass scratching to take me out.
Bro, my parents used to let me eat the grapes throughout the store so they weigh less.
That's smart.
We shopped the whole time, grab the grapes first.
Yeah. That's actually super smart.
It wasn't intentional.
This is going to sound crazy, but I wasn't super into washing my vegetables. I would just eat them out the fucking thing until I found a dirty fucking strawberry one day. I found a dirt-filled strawberry one day and I was like, ew. How long have I been eating this shit for?
Marc,
go ahead.
I was in 5th grade. I was in 5th grade, I remember. And believe how crazy this is. My teacher wouldn't let us bring a snack. We weren't allowed to eat snack unless it was healthy.
Oh, you said this.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I took broccoli one time.
Yeah.
Took broccoli, fresh broccoli. I was in there stunting, had my little ranch. My mom like really sent me out there. You know what I mean? Because I went and told her, I was like, I'm not allowed to have snack unless it's healthy. She put a little ranch dressing in a little thing. She was like, you could dip your vegetables in this.
Mm-hmm.
I dipped the broccoli in there. I go to eat it, bro. I find a green caterpillar in the broccoli.
What?
Like straight from the farm or wherever that shit came from. It was a green. It was like some like Pumbaa and Timon type of Lion King shit.
Oh, one of them
sitting there. It was like a green grub.
Yeah. Thank you, because I didn't remember what it was called.
Yeah. Shit was in there, bro. It was crazy, and it was alive and moving and shit. I took it and I put it on my desk, I remember, and it was just crawling around and I was just watching it. I was like, nah.
Did you eat the broccoli?
Fuck no, I didn't eat that broccoli. And you know how hard it is to trade broccoli?
You can never. What the fuck are you possibly
trading? You think you're going to get some
for?
fucking Dunkaroos with some broccoli?
You're not getting a fucking Capri Sun with that.
You ain't getting shit. You think you get a snack pack with some fucking couple stalks of broccoli? Send me out there with.
You know what I would give you for your broccoli?
What?
And it was only if you were my mans and I felt bad for you. I'd give you that burnt ass chocolate that comes, when you make the microwave dinners.
Yeah.
Brownie. That brownie that always burns because that shit can't
it's a completely different cook temperature.
Yeah, it doesn't cook the same way. I gotta put this thing in there for 2 minutes. That brownie cooks in a minute. You guys couldn't have figured this fucking thing out. As long as microwave dinners existed, that's been an issue. That's what I would trade you for your broccoli. And it's only if I felt bad for you and I wouldn't even eat the broccoli. I'd just be like, you know what? I feel bad for you. Eat my burnt brownie.
That's fucked up. I hope there was nowhere for you to microwave that dinner when you got to school. That's what I hope.
Bro, are you crazy? My parents used to send me to school with fucking mango and shit.
With mango, goddamn.
Yeah, they used to. I didn't send me to school with mango, but they used to make me eat mango in the morning because mango, for the people who don't know, is like a plantain-based dish. It's like plantains boiled and mashed up with like olive oil and seasoning or whatever.
It's a lot of work.
It's the thing about it is that you're full for so long because it's just straight
It's like concrete.
Yeah.
You just had some like clay.
Yeah, you could build a house with that shit.
Straight up, bro. You could like plug holes in a dam.
I used to eat that with some eggs.
Delicious.
And my grandma would be like, all right, now you're not going to be hungry till lunch, which is crazy because I was a child. They could have gave me a sandwich and I would have had the same result, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be hungry till lunch regardless.
You're like, yeah, I won't be hungry till I get home.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't
Bro.
it crazy that in like some cultures, in like, I know I can only speak for like Latinos, like Latin American cultures, but in like, I'm sure it happens in other cultures as well, that like the more you eat as a child, like the better, like the healthier you're perceived.
Oh yeah, for
like
sure.
when you have a baby and it's like, yo, look how much my baby can eat, and it's like you impress all your friends.
Yeah.
When we were kids, that was the kind of shit our parents did. They were like, the more you ate, it was like the better, like the healthier you were. They're like, look how much my kid can eat.
Yeah, for real.
That's not really a thing anymore.
No, it's
but
not.
Growing up for us, that shit was like a fucking thing.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
It was like, look, my kid could eat a whole sleeve of those Maria cookies, the Goya cookies.
Oh, the Goya Maria. Bro, I got 3 Goya Maria cookie sleeves in the crib right now, bro.
I eat them by the sleeve.
Bro, I eat them with my coffee.
They're so listen to this. I went the other day.
You have them with your coffee? You need to.
I've had them with my coffee before. I went the other day to an event and they had a cake that was made of Maria cookies.
What?
Yes.
Crushed up into a batter or covered?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was a wake from my wife's uncle.
Sorry.
You know, rest in peace to him. Really good guy. But they had a cake there, and the cake was made out of Maria cookies. It was Maria cookies, and then with cream, they were stacked with like cream, and they were like stacked like a castle. And then they take like espresso and like pour it all over the cake so you could taste the espresso. It was like imagine a tiramisu and Maria cookies made love. And then they had a cake. And then that cake was a Maria cookie espresso cake.
That sounds amazing, and I'm going to sneeze for a third time.
Mango is love, but it's dead ass rubber in your stomach. Yo, 100%. You eat that mango, you're not going to be hungry when lunch comes around either. You're not going to be hungry till you get home.
Bro, you're not going to be hungry till the next day.
You can consume so much of it, and you don't think it's a lot, but little do you know, you just ate 2 whole fucking plantains, which you could have never done if you ate it like in totonas or something like that, or if you ate them fucking raw or whatever the case.
Bro, my mom made the slamminest maduros the other night.
Oh my God.
So goddamn good.
I love Justin's talking about the sweet plantains. I love sweet plantains.
Bro, they were so goddamn good.
That's the thing about the plátano, bro. You can eat it new. You can eat it, middle-aged. You can eat it when it's, completely, black.
Ripe as hell.
Ripe as hell,
Ripe as hell.
It doesn't go bad. Doesn't go bad.
Just served differently, which is amazing.
Delicious. In every form. Man. I read the other day there was a I shouldn't even talk about it because I don't know what the fuck. I really don't have much else to talk about. Did you hear about a school shooting in Knoxville?
No, you were telling me about this shit, and I want to fucking hear about it because I don't know shit about it.
It's weird that it did. Like, I haven't seen it in the news. I seen one article. You see, it is true. There was a shooting in.
What kind of shooting was it? Was it a high school, college?
I'll tell you right now. This is all the articles that I'm pulling up are like stupid clickbait articles. But essentially what it is oh, here we go. Here's the information coming up right at the page like populated. So police say they received a report of a student with a gun and went to the school about 3:15 p.m. Monday. Officers located the teenager in the restroom and ordered him to leave, according to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation primary report. Police say they entered the restroom and he refused to comply. When the suspect fired at police, the report said an officer returned fire. The student was pronounced dead at the scene.
So he didn't kill anybody.
Who was killed? The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said a student was shot and pronounced dead at the scene. The student has not been identified.
So just the gunman.
Knoxville police officer Adam Wilson was shot at the scene. He's the school resource officer at Austin East. He underwent surgery Monday night. Knoxville Mayor insert mayor's name here, visited the officer at the hospital on Monday and said he was in good spirits. So essentially what it sounds like here happened is that somebody reported the student having a gun. The student was in the bathroom. Police then entered the bathroom. He wasn't complying. He then shot at the police and they returned fire, killed the student. And at the same time, one of the officers was shot. And he's in good spirits. He's doing good. Crazy, right? Crazy that this wasn't like that. Nobody's talking about this really.
Yeah.
Because I read one article, but it's not like I didn't see it trending anywhere.
Where's Knoxville?
Tennessee.
See, you get to shoot much fewer people, I feel like, when other people have guns.
Yeah, but nobody would have a gun in the school.
Yeah, they would. They should have an arm.
And also Tennessee's one of those states where I don't think there's a lot of gun rules over there. It's like Texas.
Yeah, that's why people don't get shot over there.
Well, either way,
Innocent people, I mean.
yeah, either way, it's a fucking crazy story. Followed up by an additional crazy story. The guy who we have in the title, gentleman by the name of Jonathan Pentland, he's in the military.
I think he's a sergeant.
Yeah, I think he's like a sergeant or a lieutenant in the military.
Some kind of commanding officer.
Yes. And he was caught on video the other day badgering this kid. Do you seen the video?
Yeah.
So the kid's like,
it's in South Carolina.
South Carolina. It looks like the kid's just walking down the street in his own neighborhood. And
I don't care if it wasn't his neighborhood.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You're allowed to freely walk.
Yes, and that's my thing with it. Doesn't matter. They keep asking me like, where are you from? Like, where you don't live around here? How is that at all relevant?
Yeah.
How is it relevant where he lives?
Yeah.
Let me give you guys some context about the story. The
video picks up where they're already talking.
The video picks up what they're already talking, and it's an exchange between a younger kid and an older male. And the older male is essentially telling him to get out of there, like telling him to leave, like he can't be there.
Yeah, the younger guy is a black man. The older guy is a white man.
The officer then pushes him. He's not a police officer. He's a military. He's in some kind. I think he's in the army. Or in some kind of he's in the military. He pushes him. He slaps his phone down.
It was like, it reminded me of what I envision the Zimmerman altercation to have been with Trayvon Martin. Like very, very similar to how I think that situation probably started.
It's crazy. You can't just listen. If you're walking in front of my house, I'm not going to stop you and approach you for any reason, ask you what you're doing over here. Yeah. It's irrelevant. You can be there. It's none of his. Exactly. And for him to put his hands on him, slap his phone down, well, joke's on you, guy, because guess what? Yesterday, he was fucking arrested.
Yeah, that's assault, brother.
Yeah, he was arrested for assault and fucking arrested for breaking, what's it called? Destruction of personal property, something like that. Those 2 charges drawn on him. He bailed out. But guess what? Now he's also going to get in trouble with the military because now the military released a tweet that says that, they're essentially not happy with his actions and they're going to investigate him. And they said that he's going to have a bad day. That was like their verbiage. Crazy enough. But it's true. Listen.
I would hope. I mean, that guy clearly is confused about the power he has. And he's very clearly confused about what the fuck he's allowed to do. Because, see, when people behave that way, that's a man that has never had consequences for behaving that way. You think that's the first time he did that kind of shit?
No, he probably does it all the time.
Absolutely.
He probably bullies people all the time. It's like, you ever seen these YouTube auditors? These like auditing America, or like, and what they do is they kind of go too far. I'm not going to say I'm like, I'm pro these guys or whatever. I'm just going to tell you what they do. They go into like public places and they record and they do like First Amendment audits. And essentially is like, they go in and they go into a post office and they start recording. And then the post office is like, yeah, you can't be here. They call the cops and then the cops come there and the cop is like, you can't be here. And he's like, call your fucking boss. And the boss comes over there. He's like, well, no, he is allowed to be here.
Yeah.
You're allowed to walk wherever you want to walk.
Yeah.
You can't, obviously, public property. You're allowed to walk on public property.
And that's a good point. He was on the sidewalk.
This kid was on the sidewalk, which is crazy.
This guy's property.
I don't know what happened before the video.
I
don't know if he was running on people's grass. I don't know if he was doing this, he was doing that. But the reality of it is that it's never appropriate, in my opinion, to push somebody else around, especially being like, somebody who's supposed to be, protecting this country at some points, like a military, you're an officer, you're somebody who's like held to a high standard, you should be able to
And
compose
you're fighting
yourself.
for the rights that America gives people.
And one of those
and you're
rights,
right there trying to strip his rights.
Yeah, exactly. It's just completely inappropriate. Fucking ridiculous. Totally
Imagine what that guy would be doing if he were deployed. Imagine that guy deployed.
Yeah, imagine him in the Middle East.
Imagine him in the Middle East. Imagine him kicking in the door of a family in Afghanistan. That's what I think about.
Yeah, good door, bad door. He's not going to give a fuck.
Nah.
There's another video speaking about, and we didn't really bring the race factor into this equation, but this next thing that I want to talk about has like the race factor involved in it. There's this girl on TikTok. I don't know if you've seen this video. She's Asian American, right? I don't know where she's from. She's from some fucking. She's
Somewhere.
American, but she's like Asian American.
Yeah.
Somebody commented on her post and was like, "Go back to China" or some shit like that. This bitch went full fucking detective mode. Found this motherfucker, found like other comments that he had made on other people's posts, screenshot him, like other racist shit that he wrote. He was telling people to go back to Africa, go back to there, go back to, and then she found his Facebook and she found his personal Instagram. And when he's writing all these comments, you can't see his face because his profile picture is like neck down.
Oh.
She makes a TikTok exposing him. And she was like, now we'll see how you feel when you're not anonymous anymore. When you're not anonymously making racist remarks. Puts his Facebook profile up, puts all his pictures up, like pictures that he has on his social media. You can see his face. You can see him clear as day. Linked to his Instagram, everything, puts him on Front Street.
Goddamn hero.
Yeah. Oh my God. When I seen that, I was like, I wanted to clap. I was like, yes, good on you. Expose this motherfucker. Too many people on the internet doing shit, hiding behind a fucking keyboard.
Some Twitter fingers, yo.
That shit's real.
Yeah, man.
That shit's
Keyboard
real.
warriors, bro.
People are so aggressive on the internet. Not even aggressive, but people are so not disingenuous. People are so disingenuous on the internet. They're not really who they are.
Well,
they're not who they perceive themselves to be.
It's the anonymity.
Yeah.
Or the perceived anonymity until somebody digs up your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then what?
Then you're not anonymous anymore. Now everybody knows you. Dude, we're living in a crazy time. Now you see all these videos surfacing of like, remember when the election was going on and all these like pro-Trump people were in the street saying wild shit like, your lives don't, like when they were saying like Black lives don't matter, they were saying this and then they were recording them. Somebody was like, oh, I know that lady. She works at my job. And then, oh, that lady's name is such and such. They go to her Facebook, they find her, they call their job. Next thing you know, she's fucking fired.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that shit's crazy, man.
It's crazy. Like, there's no more, you're not anonymous anymore. If you do something wild and they put it on the internet and it blows up, the world will know who you are.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Don't say anything crazy. Watch what you say.
Yeah.
We know. Not because we've been through it, but because we understand that we got to watch what we say.
I mean,
because once you say something and you put it on the internet,
we try our best.
It's there forever. We definitely try our best. I think we're good people and we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
go ahead, man. I've been talking up a storm.
Bro,
you got something?
We hit everything I got, son.
We didn't hit everything because we haven't talked about the UFC fights for this weekend.
Yes.
It's gonna be a really good event.
Hold on, let me go to I want to go to the fight card.
Pull up the fight card. And I know we got the main event. I'm pretty sure I know it off the top.
Gonna be
go ahead, Jay.
Scraps. Main event, starting off the main event is Luis Pena. You know Luis Pena is legit. Violent Bob Ross. Fighting Alex Munoz. That's gonna be a scrap. I always got Pena. Pena is a monster.
Pena, yeah.
I love to watch him fight.
He looks like he's really fighting for something. He's not in there to fuck around.
All right, then you got Razak Al Hassan is fighting Jacob Malkoun. I don't know who they are.
I don't know either of those gentlemen.
I will be 100% honest with everybody on here. I do not know these gentlemen.
Nope.
Andrei Arlovsky and Chase Sherman. That's going to be a scrap.
That's going to be a scrap. Chase?
Arlovsky still, he's 30 and 20. God. You heard me?
30 and 20? He's fought 50 times?
But he's 30 and 20.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is insane.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And then, oh shit, I forgot Jeremy Stevens is fighting.
Jeremy Stevens is the co-main, right?
Yes, he's fighting Drakkar Close. That's going to be a scrap.
This is a really important fight for Jeremy Stevens. We're talking about a guy who, click on him. When's the last time? Let's review his fight history real quick before we get to the main event. Jeremy Stevens hasn't done a lot of fighting lately, and even less fighting, he's done less winning.
Jeremy Stevens, yeah, I think he got stopped his last couple
Let's
times
hear it.
out. Let's see. I'm looking for his record here.
I know if you click on, like, if you're and this is for everybody if you're interested, when you Google the fight card, you could click on the fighter and it usually will tell you, like, bring you straight to their record. That's how I do it.
Yeah, I got him here on Sure Dog. So his last fight, he was stopped by Calvin Kattar. Remember Calvin Kattar hit him with that elbow,
Oh,
KO'd
yes.
him, and then cut the shit out of him. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And then he also, before that, he lost a unanimous decision to Yair Rodriguez, which Yair Rodriguez whipped his ass, beat him up for the whole
entire fight.
Yeah, no contest with Yair Rodriguez before that. That was an eye poke.
But that was an eye poke.
But second fight, he whipped his ass.
Yeah. It was Yair that poked Jeremy, and then he said he couldn't fight, but the fight didn't go long enough.
Yeah.
So they ruled it a no contest.
And then you got Zabit beat him unanimous decision the fight before that. And then Jose Aldo KO'd him the fight before that. God, he's had a rough go.
This guy's had a rough go, and and we're talking about a big gap in his fight history too. We're not talking about, this is all in 1 year. Jeremy Stevens really was a force to reckon with.
That was 3 of those. Yeah, 2018 was the Aldo fight, and then Zabit and the 2 Yair fights were both in 19.
Yeah.
So that's 3 fights in 2019.
So he's the co-main. This fight means a lot to him. 100%.
2020 loss to Calvin Kattar. So now this is his first fight of 2021.
Just so you know,
just about a year after his last fight.
This is how I do it. I click on the fighter, and then I click on him, and then look, comes up with his record. You can see who he fought every year.
Oh, that's how you do.
That's how. So if you guys are interested, you look up like the UFC card, and when it comes up on Google, you could click on the fighter's image and a little portrait, and then what it does is it does like a Google search of them, and it pulls up like the same little widget to show you their fight history, which is really good. So to go back to the co-main event, Jeremy Stevens versus Drakkar
Close.
It's gonna be a good fight.
He sounds like the fourth.
He sounds
dragon.
Like, yeah, I was just gonna say he sounds like a Game of Thrones character. I don't know too much about Drakkar.
He's a good fighter. He's got some scraps.
I'll go.
I think his last fight. I think the last fight I remember. I think
Beneil Dariush.
Beneil Dariush knocked his ass out. Yeah,
Beneil Dariush KO'd him.
When he was almost knocked out himself, Drakkar Close almost put him out. He was on Queer Street, and then he lands a bomb.
But he's got some wins before that. So he's coming off a loss too. Big fight for him. Jeremy Stevens is still a big name, and he's a tough fighter.
Yeah.
He's a tough fighter. He's not losing the bums.
Agreed.
One of the things I think everybody needs to consider when you look at these guys and you say, wow, Jeremy Stevens, what happened to him? He was such a good fighter. He was really a force to reckon with. Look at the guys that he fought though. He fought good fighters. His last fight,
guys in the world.
Yeah, last fight he fought Calvin Kattar. Come on, Calvin Kattar went on to fight fucking Max Holloway after that. Like
his goddamn ass whooped, but still.
He got his ass whooped, but he fought Max Holloway after that. So we're talking about championship caliber fighters. These guys aren't bums. I want to know who Jeremy. So before Calvin Kattar, then he fought Zabit. Zabit won that as in a decision, and then the 2 Yair Rodriguez fights. All those were all in 2019. Yair Rodriguez, also another guy who's, in my opinion, like a championship contender. Can be a championship contender. Real good fucking fighter.
Okay.
So I don't think that we could look at this guy and say like, all right, he's definitely gonna lose this fight because based off the last 3 fights he fought 3 killers. Yair Rodriguez fought fucking Frankie Edgar and then BJ Penn before he fought Jeremy Stevens. I'm lying. He fought Chen Sun Jun, then he fought Jeremy Stevens. But
yeah, and he knocked the Korean Zombie out.
Yeah.
Knocked his ass out with an elbow.
With his
upside down elbow.
It was an upside down elbow in one of the fucking most spectacular. It was a vicious fight. One of those fights that I recommend to people when they're like, I don't really watch fights. Like, give me a good fight to watch. That's a fight I would fucking recommend.
That's crazy.
100%. So it's going to be a good card, 100%, this weekend. And then we have the main event, which is, and I'm trying to get back to it, Robert Whittaker, Kelvin Gastelum. Fuck me.
Robert Whittaker, Kelvin Gastelum.
Both of these guys, both lost to Israel Adesanya. However, most likely whoever wins this fight is going to get another shot at that. Do you agree?
Most likely, I think so, because Kelvin Gastelum, and that was the most competitive fight Izzy's had in a very long time.
100%. Kelvin Gastelum, Kelvin Gastelum's ability to close the distance, because he's not a big guy compared to Israel. He's 5'8". He's not a tall guy. He doesn't have the reach and the length that he doesn't have.
Is he 5'8"?
He's 5'8".
Jesus Christ.
He doesn't got the length that that Robert Whittaker has or that Izzy has, but his ability to close the fucking distance is why he was making it so hard on Izzy.
He head kicked Izzy.
Crazy.
He kicked him in the head and stumbled him.
He pressured him. He kept the pressure on him. I think that fight was a good blueprint on how to possibly defeat Israel Adesanya.
Yeah. Well, at middleweight.
Yeah. Listen, at light heavyweight, I think it's more of a caution thing. He has to fight differently.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think Israel Adesanya is not this explosive fighter that everybody thinks he is. I think that, he needs a dancing partner.
Agreed.
He's not going to go out there and put on this spectacular. He's going to go out there. He's going to put a spectacular performance on, but he needs a dance partner. He needs somebody else to get him there.
Yeah.
And when you're talking about, he's not going to go out there and beat anybody up viciously. If you let him, he will. But if you sit back, he sits back.
He's a counter striker. He needs you to come forward.
Exactly.
He needs you to engage.
So regardless of who wins on this fight and ends up fighting him, it's going to be a good fight, and it's going to be the second fight. So what do you think about this fight? Who do you think has the advantage, and who are you picking?
I think the advantage, to be honest, I think they're a very close matchup. I think the kicking advantage, of course, and the ability to maintain distance, I think control the distance is going to go to Robert Whittaker. That's what I think, because he's going to be able to use the kicks. He's going to be able to use his range, stuff like that. I do think that Kelvin needs to mix it up. He needs to be able to, he's not the craziest counterpuncher, but his boxing is pretty damn sharp. So I think that he's going to be able to come in with some strikes, some punching and stuff. And if he mixes in some grappling to really close that distance and make it dirty, I think that's going to help him out. I think Robert Whittaker does have potential to land a lot of shots, but I feel like I haven't seen Robert in so long. You know what I mean? Why do I feel that way? When was his last fight?
So I do agree with you about what you said about Kelvin. And one thing that I think that you didn't mention is his power. He's got good boxing, but the guy's fucking strong. He hits hard. He KOs people.
He can KO anybody, I think, at that weight class.
After the Romero fights, we know Whittaker has got this. Romero installed a button on him, and after that fight, he was knocked out.
Izzy KO'd him too.
Izzy and Izzy KO'd him. Came back his next fight, looked real good. Came back his next two fights, looked real good. Fought twice in 2020. Once against Darren Till and once against Jared Cannonier. Both decisions. The Darren Till fight was 5 rounds. He looked really good at Darren Till fight. He looked even better the Cannonier fight.
Yeah.
So he got it's the rest. In my opinion, it's the rest. It's the rest from the not from the 2018 Romero fight, but it's a rest from when he fought Israel Adesanya. He fought Israel Adesanya October of 2019. He didn't end up fighting again into July of 2020.
That was his last fight?
No. Then he went and fought again in October. So he rested from October of 19, almost a year off, to July of 20.
I think he had some surgeries and some injuries.
He did have some surgeries, yeah. And then he fought again in October. So a testament to his current condition, honestly. The guy fights in July, then fights 4 months later in October.
Yeah.
Went the distance both fucking fights. One of them was a 5-round fight. Won both fights against competitive opponents. Darren Till being a very competitive opponent. Another guy who's kind of just down on his luck right now. Had to back out of his last fight. Just fought really good fighters.
Yeah, he's had some good. I mean, he's been KO'd by some of the best of them, but
That's you know,
I think he got too overhyped. I think I don't know about Darren Till much.
So you look at the Darren Till record. Last fight, Robert Whitaker in 2020. Then he fights twice. Before that, he fought twice in 2019. One of them was, you know who, Jorge Masvidal. Jorge Masvidal fought 2 times that night. He KO'd Darren Till, and then he 3-pieced. What's my man's name? Come on, help me out.
Julian Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards. What's his first name?
Leon.
Yeah, I think he said Julian. Yeah, then he 3-pieced Leon Edwards. Fight before that, he fought Kelvin Gastelum, won that fight in a decision. Then you got the year before that, he beat Wonder Boy, and then he got beaten by Tyron Woodley. He wasn't beaten by Tyron Woodley. He was submitted by Tyron Woodley, which is kind of
but after he got cracked.
Yeah, but so another guy who's kind of down on their luck. But that's the thing. When we look at fighters and we say like, oh, you know, so-and-so is not that great, or so, you know, we can what I'm just trying to say is that we can't say that Jeremy Stephens is definitely going to lose this fight. It's pretty much what I'm getting to. Because you got to look at who the guys they fought were. When you fight
Jeremy Stephens.
Yeah, because Jeremy Stephens is the one who's down on his luck right now. Kelvin Gastelum and Robert Whitaker, they're both on fight. They're both on win streaks. You know, if you look at their previous fights, who beat them? Their champion.
Killers,
Yeah, the champion or somebody really good.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I don't think anybody beat them besides the champ in the recent history. So we look at Robert Whitaker. Like I said, Robert Whitaker won his last 2 fights. The fight before that was versus Israel Adesanya, in which he lost that fight. But the 2 fights before that he won, which were both back-to-back fights against Joel Romero, 2017, 2018. If we look at Kelvin Gastelum, he's not on as much of a win streak. He lost his fight in 2020 against Jack Hermanson.
He got
triangled in the first round.
Chris Weidman. Weidman also triangled his ass. Arm triangled him.
Yeah, so he's coming off a little bit more of a loss history. He did win his last fight though, against Jan. What the fuck is that say? You're really good at these Slavic last names. The guy he lost.
Oh, that's Ian Heinisch.
Ian Heinisch.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't judge me for not being able to pronounce Heinisch.
No, I just
know you wouldn't.
I just picture John Anik saying it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Did you getting away from the fights? Do you follow John Anik on Instagram?
Yeah.
You know he trains, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he trains.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I fuck with John Anik.
Ever since he got that mustache, I really like him. He's come out.
He's the man, son.
Yeah, I fuck with John Anik. One of my favorite announcers and analysts. His ability to read an ad.
Bro, he's smooth as fucking butter. That
transitions super smooth.
Dude is smooth, man.
100%.
Smooth.
How long have we been on? I know we've been recording for 48 minutes, but I have no idea.
We started that probably about 30 minutes in, probably.
Okay, so we got some time. Is there anything you wanted to discuss? Is there anything pressing? I know we talked about possibly getting some guests on.
Yeah, man. We're thinking about starting to have some people on, man. You know, I want it to be, you know, we were discussing it. We want it to be interesting, you know, things that people want to try to promote, things that people want to try to make people aware of.
Yeah, you know, so if you want to promote something,
offer it as kind of an opportunity to anybody that wants, you know, a platform to talk about something, you know, come on and do it, man. Tell us some stories, man. Tell us some stuff. Talk to us about your product. Talk to us about your music. Talk to us about your ventures, your goals, your business, you know, whatever it is you want to,
come to us and bring dominoes.
We'll play dominoes on here live and just bullshit.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm super down with that.
Yeah, anything you want to fucking that you feel like you want to talk about.
Yeah, bro. We could do that shit, man. I might have to do like a cocktail night.
Yo,
make some drinks.
Ray, you're more than welcome, brother. Come on down, episode 25 with Ray Figs, 100%.
Yeah, bro.
You're more than welcome.
Let's go, baby.
We have a lawn chair with your name on it.
Yo, you already know what time it is, bro.
Because these lawn chairs are intentional. I know we talked about it earlier in the when we first started doing the podcast, but this whole set is intentional. The lawn chairs or whatever these are called, are 100% intentional. We have rolling chairs.
Facts.
But this is to set the fucking scene.
No, I'm drinking this.
That's for you. That's why it's there.
Guy's the man.
There's cold ones in there. But you've already cracked that one and put your lips to it. You know, you ever felt thirsty and like been holding it back? Your lips are smacking because you're so thirsty. And then somebody drinks water in front of you. And all of a sudden,
You just want some water.
you're even thirstier.
You want some of this water from in here?
I would love some water if you could get to it. I don't want to, yeah, on the door. I promise you. There's 2 water bottles in there. You know what I did this week? I said to myself, Justin's going to be thirsty when he gets here. And I want him to have some ice cold, refreshing water.
So considerate.
So I put 2 water bottles in the fridge because I knew when I seen you drinking your water, I was going to get envious.
You were going to get water envy?
Yeah, if you're thirst crunching.
Come on, son.
I don't know if it's rude to drink on
Just drink away from the mic. Don't let nobody say in a Sprite ad.
I want you to know if I'm
This guy's
enjoying
like,
it though.
What the fuck?
How are people going to know how much I'm enjoying the water if I don't make that sound?
They don't want to hear that shit. Nobody want to hear that shit.
Unfortunately, I think you're right.
That's a goddamn 100% factual.
Yeah. How's that room temperature water?
Fucking delicious.
You prefer your water room temperature?
Yes, sir.
I think there's like a thing about drinking room temperature water.
A thing? What kind of thing?
A thing about it being better for you or...
I just like it. It's just better for me. It doesn't like I can drink it faster.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get a brain freeze. It's not like ice cold on my teeth.
Yeah. Well, this refrigerator's shot. That's why it's always making that funny noise. You guys can't hear it because me and Justin work very hard on our audio. Very hard on our audio. We're not just a pretty face, all right? We will sit here for hours.
Yeah.
Trying to get our audio right. So you guys can't hear it, but that fucking fridge is making sounds at all fucking times.
Not at all times.
It's making a sound right now.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's humming. It hums.
It hums a tune.
But this is a hand-me-down fridge. That's why.
As all good fridges are.
Yeah, I got that fridge for free.
Goddamn fact.
Yeah.
Shouldn't everybody? Everybody should get a fridge for free.
Everybody, free fridges for everybody.
Oprah with the fridge game.
Let me ask you a question, man. Do you feel it necessary? So I know that like, and this question goes out to anybody who, this is a question for anybody. Do you feel it necessary to get like these super new, like advanced fridges with like the TVs in them and shit?
Absolutely not.
If you were to go buy a new fridge today and there was like, you know, a bunch of fridges out, would you want to like, do you like the smart technology stuff? Do you want the washing machine to tell you when the load is done? Or do you want to be able to be at the supermarket and look at your smartphone and see what's in your fridge?
I guess I'm kind of out of the loop with the fridge game.
There's fridges. My mother's refrigerator has and so does Claudio's. Very nice refrigerator. He's the first one I've ever seen. He's the first guy I've ever seen with one. So shouts out to him.
This shit has an internet.
It has a
you can
TV
surf
on
the
it.
internet on that
Yeah,
shit.
my mom has it too. And another feature is some of the features are cool. I'll be completely honest. The TV thing, I think it's kind of like a nuance. I don't think it's like, it's cool to put pictures on. My mom puts like pictures on it and stuff like that. As far as playing music, like the audio isn't that great, but it's cool for a couple things. It's cool to put pictures on there. And it's also cool because there's a camera on the inside of the refrigerator. So when you're in the grocery store, you can see what's in your fridge.
You can't, but how many cameras are there? You can see everything that's in your whole fridge.
You can see a good amount of it. You can see a good amount of it for sure.
So I guess you would have to.
Yeah. Oh, it's coming. Oh,
So I guess you could kind of like prioritize certain items that you need at all times.
Yeah,
just be inside the camera frame.
I want to stop for 1 second. You guys, did you see Justin just turn? Justin just stopped that sneeze from coming out. That shit came out his fucking eyes. He saw his eyes just watered up immediately. That shit pushed your tears out your eyes.
Held that in. I held that in for all you guys. For all of you.
You can sneeze, man. It's all good. It's a cool feature to have. There's certain things that I think that I like in the future I will go with. Like when I bought my washing machines, they didn't have the new shit that they got now. But I would like to know when my fucking machine's done washing because my washing machine's in the basement.
It makes a sound, doesn't it?
Not one that you could hear 3 floors up.
My mom's makes a crazy sound.
Your mom shit got a ringtone on it?
Bro, no, it makes this buzzing sound like the fucking final buzzer in the NBA finals.
Oh.
And that shit is unbelievable, yo. That shit is remarkable.
Mine plays a chime like ding 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 ding. But I want my phone to vibrate.
See, that can blend into the world. Can blend into a TV show. My mom's goes, bing. It's like the most obnoxious, aggressive sound that you ever heard.
Oh, yeah. No, mine doesn't make that sound. But if it was smart and I had an app on it and I could look at my app and my app could tell me I have 5 minutes left on the washer, or even better, I put a load of laundry in before I go to work, right? And then on the way home from work, I hit the start button. So when I get home, laundry's done, throw it in the dryer, I can put a new load in. What about that? What about that? Does that sound like something you'd be interested in?
That'd be pretty cool. But I would forget to do that.
Everybody forgets to do it.
And then I would just get home and be like, damn, should have used my app.
Well, it's about creating unnecessary needs, right? That's how if you're gonna make money nowadays, that's how you're gonna make it. You need to create a need.
Convenience.
Well, you need to create a need that people didn't know they needed, right? So, for example, you didn't know you needed an app so you could turn your laundry on before you get home from work.
But now I do.
But now that I said it, sounds pretty fucking cool, right?
Set it and forget it.
Yeah.
I worked with a lady that started her car from her smartphone. She had a Volvo.
Yes, that's a new thing now.
People nice ass Volvo. She would start that shit from her phone.
Yeah.
She'd be like, oh, forgot to lock my car.
My dad's got that in his car. Like, he was doing it from here, starting his car in Puerto Rico. He's like, look at his house cameras. He's like, look, car's on. Now watch, I'll turn it off. I'm like, you're going to give the dog carbon dioxide poisoning. Turn that fucking car off.
Be careful with that shit. What if you forget?
It turns off automatically within a couple minutes.
The hell?
Look, his dishwasher has an app. Imagine that.
That's crazy.
Dishwasher one, I can't sell the dishwasher like I sold the washing machine. But in general, just like devices being smart now is like the new thing. And it's really something to consider when you're buying things now.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't feel it necessary to spend a ton of money on nowadays is a television. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. If you are in the market for a television, find a television you like and then find the details of it, find out what kind of a screen it has. Then look up a cheap television that has that same screen and buy that one. A lot of the money that you're spending on these televisions, you're paying for that interface, that Samsung interface, that LG interface, that smart interface where you could browse through Netflix and shit like that. Guess what? You can use a Fire Stick or you could use a Google Chromecast, and they both have better interfaces than any of the TV manufacturers. That being said, once you have that interface, the picture quality is the same.
Yeah.
As long as you buy one with the same screen.
Sure.
So like, the days of like people, obviously, it's going to be hard for you, the technology that Samsung has in their screens, you're not going to spend thousands of less money on, but you could definitely save a buck, shopping around on televisions. Don't just go for the Samsung one. Claudio got too much money. Go donate to a charity or something. Facts, right? Yo, Ray don't need no.
was like, yeah, I'm balling out here. He said, yo, my toilet bowl got an app. Ain't nothing out here, bro.
Yeah, Ray don't.
I shit from work at my house from work, and then I flush it from my phone.
Ray says he doesn't need any of that fancy refrigerator technology, but I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching Ray's Funko Pop unboxings. If you guys are interested in Funko Pop unboxings, go check out Ray Fig's Funko Pops on YouTube. And he's got a nice camera. The quality looks good. I don't know what kind of camera it is. I haven't asked him yet.
Yeah, I gotta check that shit out, bro.
I can see it. It looks good. He's got a nice camera, and in the background, he's got this nice.
What?
He's got a fucking one of those Mac desktops, the all-in-ones.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
God
that I'm not creeping on him or anything, but he's got some nice gear. I can tell.
I know, bro. He got the whole stew set up.
Yeah, man. Really nice, really good camera quality.
Stew set up, bro.
Really good overall quality in general. The videos are very good quality. So I know you like what you like. Everybody likes what they like, Claudio likes to get smart fridges and toilets, and some people spend their money on this stuff. Some people spend their money on this stuff.
People spend their money on fucking filling their apartment with camera gear.
Yeah. At least those things you could all keep. When you spend your money on hookers, you never get that. You never get that back.
Yeah,
There's no resale value on hookers.
very true. Very true. And you can't upload your memories to another person.
Did you see this like new Coinbase that's coming out called BitClout, where you can invest in essentially like people's careers?
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's called BitClout. Look it up.
Out of here.
Yeah, it's like everybody has their own Coinbase. So there's like the Elon Musk coin and the there's basketball players that have Coinbases now, and it's like celebrities. It's called BitClout. Isn't that insane?
What?
he said, yeah, dude. Listen, you just send us an invite. We'll come through, man.
Bro,
we're inviting you first, all right?
Yo, I'll tell you right now, Ray. We'll do a special on-site podcast for you.
100%.
We'll come over there.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll podcast from there.
Mm-hmm. As long as you have the room for us.
That's the kind of shit that we're willing to do, Papa.
We're willing to, whatever it takes. But
we'd rather you come here, though.
100%.
Well, you're actually going to come here. We're not going to do that at all.
We're not going to do that. You know what we will do? We're going to move this table up. And we're going to find another one of these white chairs.
That's what we're going to do.
And we're going to put you right there.
That's right.
The star of the show.
And we're going to question you from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yep. We're going to Eiffel Tower you. Pause. You know what that is, right?
I exactly know what that is.
The Rocky and Bullwinkle. Yeah, you know about that? Rocky and Bullwinkle. Go ahead. Who you want to be? You pick one. I'll be the other one. Just so we can display it. You know. There you go. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Somebody's in between. You know.
Hey.
That's so fucking funny.
He said pause.
The Eiffel Tower, Rocky and Bullwinkle. What the fuck were we just talking about before then? This is what I was talking about. Our tangents. I have no.
He said he don't know if he can come now.
Did we just get canceled on?
We just got canceled.
Just like that.
We went too far, damn.
Somebody just walked out. This is like the time that Black China walked out on Adam 22.
Oh, there you go.
Did you see
Ray
that?
Figs has left the chat.
Did you see that? Black China goes on to Adam's 22 podcast and the No Jumper podcast. And she said the bathroom was mad dirty when she got there. Like it was like disgusting in the bathroom. And he started asking her questions she didn't like. She just got up and walked out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, crazy.
Hilarious.
Can you imagine? What do you do at that point when your guest walks out?
He said, I'm Kodak. Yeah, how about Birdman walking out?
Are we finished or are we done? At least they have like a whole radio show to do after, you know?
Yeah, that's fact.
Yo, Kodak walked out too, which is crazy. Cause he can't be, I don't really want to get too crazy, but I'm not a big fan of Ebro.
I can't stand Ebro.
Yo, when I tell you, next week we're gonna have a bunch of fucking things we could press here and make sounds, and I'm gonna fucking have a sound for when I hate somebody. But dude, I don't like Ebro, bro. I don't like him at all. I liked it better when that motherfucker was in the back, and we heard him every once in a while. Yeah. And Cypher Sounds was there. You know,
I can't stand Ebro, bro.
Go back to being a program director, bro. I don't want to hear your voice. What he did to Kodak, I thought was like inappropriate. You know?
Yeah, he always tries to do that shit. I remember he did something like that to what's his name too. Who's Lil Uzi.
He did that to Lil Uzi too?
Yeah, he did some shit to Lil Uzi trying to make him freestyle. Lil Uzi's like, I don't freestyle, and he's like, yo, you can't freestyle. What kind of rappers can't rap? You know.
That's the most preposterous argument.
Can't rap. I was like, this guy can buy your whole life, wipe his ass with it, shit it out, and then buy it all over again.
And he got all that money rapping.
Yeah.
So just because he can't think it up on the spot,
some dudes are writers more than like freestyle type of guys. That's
and
just
you know what the truth is that when we really want to talk about it, we want to talk about the people who are the most successful, people who made the most money. They're not the people who are on Hot 97 throwing the craziest freestyles. Oh, you got some
bars, yeah. Then I'm going back to the projects.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like that doesn't impress me.
You think about the hottest freestyles from Flex, and it's like there's some good rappers on there, and their bars are super hard, but they're not like Lil Uzi's kind of a fucking big deal. Now, I'm not even an Uzi fan. I'm not a hater. I just don't know. I don't know a lot of his music.
Yeah,
but I know he's got a huge following.
Well, radio stations are notorious for that shit. Remember when Charlemagne gave all that shit to what's his name?
That's another fucking guy I don't like. You know what?
Post Malone.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. When he was like, "What are you doing?"
He was like shitting on Post Malone and all this when Post Malone first came out after White Iverson, and now Post Malone he's like, Charlemagne who?
He told him, he was like, "Oh, y'all together? Yeah, y'all gonna break up with him and his girl." He told me he's gonna cheat on her. He's just like, I don't like that style of interviewing where you want to like make the person feel uncomfortable or something like that. Like, we should have a good conversation. We shouldn't have.
It's about positive, like shedding positive light and attention on the guest.
Exactly.
They're there for, you want to help them promote something. You want to help them, you just want to have a conversation. It's about having, I'm not going to have somebody on that the intention is to make them look dumb. Like, what's the point of that? No, it don't make any goddamn sense. And that's that stupid kind of shock radio bullshit. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, no, I hate that shit. Yeah, Ray said they'd be attacking the guests. It's the truth. And that's why people don't go over there no more, though. Yeah, that's why they can't get a lot of people on there.
Nah.
Unless somebody...
Radio's dying, bro.
I tell you what, I don't listen to it.
will not be around. Within the next 10 years, High 97's gone.
I don't listen to it. You know how I know Rosenberg's still alive? Because I be seeing him doing his wrestling shit. I be seeing him on seeing him on WWE clips and shit like that.
I know he's alive because you just said it.
I don't listen to the radio anymore, but like I used to listen to a lot of the interviews, but sometimes like lately I've been so turned off by the interviews with them. That's why these people are choosing to do, podcasts and, interviews with real enthusiasts, not interviews with these dudes that are on the radio. First of all, you don't play good music.
Yeah, you don't.
You play the same shit. Why are we listening to, there's no reason why I should ever turn on the radio and hear the same song that I heard this morning. There's too much music out here for y'all to be playing the same songs.
That's because they just play who pays them.
And that's, I seen
they get paid and they play who they're told to pay.
Yeah, man. I seen this really interesting interview with somebody who was saying how they found most of their their favorite music in Europe, listening to the radio in Europe, because over there, they're not dick riding like we are, just playing the same shit over and over and over. They play everything, everything that sounds good,
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I probably don't listen to Uzi or know much about Uzi, because they didn't play him on the radio, and I don't go out to look for his shit. But I'm sure he got bangers. I know he got bangers because everybody wants to work with him.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that don't get any radio play. Shit, Nipsey wasn't on the radio till he died.
Perfect example. Ray Fig says, dudes be going up there to promote an upcoming album and end up talking about a drug problem they had in 2016.
Yo, that's
the facts, bro. That's the realest shit ever. You go up there to promote an album, and then the next thing you know, they're like, yeah, but I want to talk about this upcoming court case. Like, how do you feel? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the court case. I don't want to talk about none of that bullshit. Like, approaching them about sexual allegations and shit.
Yeah, and then you know what they say? Well, that's what the people want to hear. That's what the people want to hear.
No, the people want to hear about your music. Yeah. You're an artist. That's what they want to hear about.
I'm not really concerned. Listen, I get it. Everybody loves a bochinche, right? Everybody loves a gossip.
Yeah.
But if this person doesn't want to talk about it and is detrimental to what they have going on to talk about it, you should shut the fuck up.
Yeah, leave them alone.
If they want to talk about it and they want to come up to apologize, come up here, say what you want to talk about. But don't come on the radio and to say oh, we want to talk about your music. And then like Ray says, ask about an allegation that happened, X amount of years ago. It's fucked up. But that's a lot of media. That's that slimy shit. That's why people don't want to do interviews, bro.
No, that's why people avoid that shit. And like you said, this is why people are going on podcasts and they're going on independent, they're going on independent types of shows, like long form conversation podcasts and stuff like that. You see people that are huge, have events coming up. They're not on the radio. They're not on talk shows on TV. You know where they're at? They're on fucking Logan Paul's podcast.
Yeah, they're on the internet.
They're on Joe Rogan's podcast. They're on Whitney Cummings' podcast. Like that's what it just makes more sense.
These long form podcasts, similar to like our podcast, it's the best way to really get conversation out of people, because you're not it's not just clips of conversations and fractions of their opinion. You get to really explain yourself and get into depth and explain yourself for as long as you need to.
Yeah.
Because we're not worried about the commercials coming up. We're not worried about this coming up, that coming up.
Yeah.
You get to really talk about what you want to talk about. People can't take what you say and take it out of context completely. Obviously, that's, it's possible in any circumstance to take what somebody says out of context, but you really have the ability to explain yourself and get into conversations with people and find out how they really feel.
Yeah, facts. And then you get to respond on the fly and you guys can talk to each other. Like, that's a dialogue. That's what,
Ray says, trying to get people to damn near incriminate themselves on a radio show. A lot of people say that about Vlad.
Yo, they call Vlad a Fed.
They say Vlad's the feds, bro, because Vlad be saying Vlad. It's first of all, it's the way he asks questions. Vlad, you'll get on Vlad, and he'll be like, yeah. So I see you had something going on in 2016. You had a gun on you, right? Yeah, you had that gun on you.
They're leading questions.
Yeah, you had that gun on you. You let that thing go, didn't you? You shot it. Yeah, you shot it. Yeah, you shot. Who you shot at? You shot at them? And then next thing you know, you end up telling a story and boom, boom, bam, you got a case going on. You know how many, there's like a bunch of memes of people who went on there and then end up they used his footage in their court case.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
100%.
It's public. It's public. So Claudio, work on it, bro.
Yeah, we do need a sponsor. Bro. You're absolutely correct. We're with our next equipment. We want to talk about like upcoming equipment or things that we're looking into.
I mean, shit, we got fucking road products all over the place. Road products, Canon products.
Yeah, so we're looking into maybe getting a little bit of different lighting and you know what, we're gonna get additional microphones. So if you feel like sponsoring us, you're right. We do need to sponsor us. These are Rode pod mics. We're looking into getting another one, and we need a stand too. So
yeah, so go ahead, Claudio, work your magic, bro.
Yeah, all that money you got with them fucking fancy fridges and shit.
Work that magic, papo.
Yeah, get us a nice a Rode sponsor. That'd be fire. Don't worry about it. We'll buy our own cables.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, we have cables.
We got cables, bro.
Yeah,
we got all the cables we need, bro.
The microphone's just fine.
Yeah, man, we got that.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what? No, in all seriousness, yes, sponsors are great. But really what we talked about today and what we're talking about in general is similarly to what we want to do with Ray. We're really serious about that. And what we want to do with just people who are looking to promote something, just begin this like cross promotion-ness.
Yeah, man. We're just trying
once a month or something.
We would love to give just, local people that are trying to do their own thing, independent people, try to hook them up with a little bit of a platform here to discuss some stuff that you want to get off your chest, things that you want to promote.
Cross promotion.
Just
like cross pollination.
Facts. Just like that.
There's nothing else I got, man. You've gotten it all out of me tonight.
Yeah, bro. Same, man.
I'm wrung out.
Had a good one, man.
Wrung out. So, all right. So before we go, two things. Let's give our predictions for this weekend's fight event.
You want to do all of them?
No, let's just do the
main event.
The main event, and we could do the co-main. If you want to talk about the first fight,
Jeremy Stephens is taking that fight against Drakkar Klose.
I got Jeremy Stephens
by KO. He's going to KO him.
Oh, I hope he fucking
He's going to fry him.
I hope he does.
I'm telling you.
I 100% hope Jeremy Stephens
He's going to land a bomb.
I like him.
Yeah.
So, we always talk about the UFC's cutting people nowadays.
Yeah. He needs this.
He needs this fucking fight.
He needs this.
All right. Main event, Bobby Knuckles versus Kelvin Gastelum. My prediction of how the fight's going to go, if Robert Whittaker can stay away from him and, land shots, keep him away with the kicks, then I think he's going to be successful. If Kelvin Gastelum closes the distance like I know he can and keeps Robert against the cage, really gets that dirty boxing in, man, he's capable of landing a shot on Robert Whittaker and KOing him. But I'm going to go Robert Whittaker decision. Yeah. But like I said, these things are possible. I have to mention them because I don't want nobody taking this clip and throwing it back in my face. So it's these things are possible. Kelvin Gastelum can knock him out. He's been knocked out before. Kelvin Gastelum has knocked people out. He's good at that. What it's going to take to knock him out, he's good at.
Yes. That's a fact.
What it takes to knock him out, close the distance, lay a hard hand on him. He's capable of that. What do you think?
I'm thinking that this is going to go Bobby Knuckles also. I think it's going to go Bobby Knuckles decision. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. That's how I feel now. It's still early, 2 days early.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm feeling now. Let's see how I feel tomorrow. We'll see. Because that's how I feel now. I feel Bobby Knuckles by decision.
Yeah. That's what, and I'm not mad about that. You know, I love to see the blood. I love when fights don't go to the cards. Because I hate when I hate when the fights are in these judges' hands. Not because I want these guys to, you know, kill each other, but I just hate it when it's in the judges' hands. So
Facts.
I just think that's the way it's gonna go. That's it. Please, guys, first things first, thank you everybody who checked us out today. Really appreciate it. Everybody who's here to the end, 100% appreciate it.
Shout everybody. Shout to everybody in the chat. Bodio, Twiz, Ray Figs.
Yeah, and please go if you're not in the chat and you're just watching, go check these guys out. Check out Ray Figs. He's got great music. He's got really good really recent, really good Funko Pop unboxings and reviews. Check out Twiz's channel. He's got Call of Duty streams. Really good Call of Duty player. For a guy who doesn't play that often, he just picks up the controller and he's good at it. And Claudio, if you got something to promote, you could let me know and I'll promote it next week, or we'll throw it up on our fucking Instagram feed. But
sure,
please,
bro.
if you guys still here, thumbs up. It works. It helps the algorithm. And that's it, man. Thank you guys for rocking out with us.
Appreciate it. And Ray Figs, good look for sharing, bro. I saw it on the gram popping up on Instagram.
Yeah, we
man.
appreciate it, man. That's it.
So yeah, thumbs up, guys. Got 6 left in the video, 6 in the chat. Let's get 6 thumbs up at least.
Yeah,
man.
here's the intro music for anybody who never heard the intro music, because you get here after the intro. Here it goes. This is Justin himself. Hands of Jay. That's it, man. Good night, guys.
Peace.
Oye, te hablo desde la prisión.